Okay, welcome back to Life with Gran. Wet hair and coffee. The good news is I took a shower this morning, so my hair's still wet. That's awesome. We are going to continue, though, with our 25 verses for Christmas. I had to look and see what I was calling this. Um, and I know my last video cut off a little short. I had put some, I'm going to say put some things on there that I didn't want on there. What it was I have a sign on my wall that has my Wi-Fi password on it, and I had inadvertently videoed that, so I sort of cut it off before it showed that. So anyway, lesson learned. I'll try not to make the same mistake today. I'm still learning this, so thank you guys for being patient with me. Our reading today in the 25 verses for Christmas comes from Isaiah chapter 40. Make sure I'm reading the right verse. Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31. And it reads, "Yet those who wait for the Lord will gain a new strength. They will mount up with wings like eagles. They will run and not get tired. They will walk and not become weary." This is a verse that I'm going to say changed my life. I know this is 25 verses of Christmas, but I want to share a part of my story that not everyone knows. I have told this before in the groups that I train, because we, part of what our training is that we share our story of recovery. And this verse came to me on a cruise to Alaska. I have shared with you guys that my husband passed away in 2014. And I fell into a very deep, dark depression during that time. I did not do the things that you should do when you fall into this type of depression. I shoved it down and hid it from everyone. Over the years, I had gotten very good at hiding things. During that first year after his passing, I drank a lot. I drank a lot more than anybody knows. I hid it. That's something else that I hid. Excuse me. December 2nd, and it's got these allergies. Anyway, I kept having it in my mind that if I could just make it through the first year, I'd be okay. But anyone who has been through a grief journey knows that that's just not how it works. It's just not how it works. So during that second year, I started planning. I made a list of things that I wanted to get done before I took a trip to Alaska. And I got all of those things done. It was like 3 years. It took me 3 years to get all of those things accomplished. I went back to school and got a certification as an accounting assistant, which I never used. I mean, I used the stuff in the day-to-day stuff that I learned there, but I never did go to become an accounting assistant. I got bills paid off. We got Mom sort of straightened out with her health. I packed things up. I wrote letters. I put together little packets for my kids and my grandkids. I prepared. And then, I had friends at first, before Les passed, we had all talked about taking this trip to Alaska together. And I thought that, well, when I'm done, I'm going to go by myself. And that's what I had planned. I had made the plan to go by myself. I'd researched and decided how I was going to do that. And I just casually mentioned it to a friend. And she said, we'd like to go on that trip with you. Guys, I got to tell you, when I had planned this trip to Alaska, it was going to be the last thing I did. And when I say the last thing I did, I mean that. It was going to be the last thing I did was that trip to Alaska, because I wasn't going to come home. But, you know, when the friends said they wanted to come with me, I wasn't going to put them through that. So although the timing of my plan changed, the plan didn't. And we continued and went on our trip to Alaska. We spent a few days in Washington State, in Seattle, and did some sightseeing. But everything there reminded me of Les, although we'd never been there. You know, Seattle's right there on the ocean, and the ships coming in and out. Because Les was a Navy man, and all the things that I kept thinking, Les would have loved to have seen this. Les would love to have been here. Les would love to have done that. Even when we got on the boat, on the ship, he would kill me for calling it a boat. Even when we got on the ship, the oppression, I guess I'm going to call it depression, covered me. I drank a lot on the boat. I drank a lot more than my friends knew. I tried to find ways to isolate myself while I was on the boat. I would have to sneak away from them because I got to tell you, my friend, she kept a sharp eye on me. She noticed that I wasn't myself. She noticed that I was doing things out of character. Whether she realized she noticed them or not, just the things that she said to me made me think that she did. And when we pulled into Juneau overnight, and I had splurged. It was going to be my last trip after all, remember? I had splurged for a balcony room because I wanted to see everything there was to see about Alaska. And, excuse me, and I would get the steward to bring coffee in the morning, and I would sit out on the balcony and drink my coffee in the mornings. This particular morning, I went out on the balcony with my coffee, and while we were in dock there was a light pole right outside my balcony, and sitting on top of that light pole was an eagle, a bald eagle, and it just looked at me. And as it looked at me, this verse that I read, yet those who wait for the Lord will gain new strength. They will mount up with wings like eagles. They will run and not get tired. They will walk and not become weary. And I was just covered. It's like that blanket of darkness was lifted. And I was covered with love by myself, looking at that eagle. Because I knew that he was with me and that he was going to be with me for the rest of my life and beyond. And it was life-changing. My entire attitude changed after that. I started enjoying the trip. I started enjoying my friends. I had a future to look forward to. Guys, whether you believe in him or not, believe what I just told you. It happened. It was real. It was true. It changed my life, this verse. I look back over my life and I see the different times when these things had to be God things, because I don't know how I would have gone through them otherwise. I don't know any other way to share what he has done for me other than to tell my story. I'm not a Bible scholar. I don't know how to do I didn't go to school for this. I don't know how to interpret the word like others do. I can only tell you what they mean to me. And that's what this verse means to me. This verse literally transformed my life. And I thank God that I didn't plan this. This was just in the reading. But I thank God that this was a verse that he allowed me to share with you today. As a final message, during this Christmas season, times are hard. They're difficult. My husband's been gone 11 years. My mother's been gone 2. And Christmas is difficult. Things changed. But as I look back, not all the change was bad change. A lot of it was good change. Don't give up. One more day. Just one more day. Give it one more day. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale. Put one foot in front of the other. Give it one more day. Give it one more day. Tomorrow will be better. Tomorrow is another day. Give God a chance. Give God a chance. He's waiting for you.